All right, we are in for a treat today. We're going to be filling in our new gray bookshelf with all of these different types of books. And I wanted you to be able to see how I do this. It's just a little process of making them all very different. Then when you back up and look at it, it really looks like a bunch of individual books. And so that's what we're going for. I'm just going through and getting all different blocks of color and texture. And I'm trying to add a different color where the name might be. And it seems like if I do that enough times in a different area on different books, it really begins to look like a collection of books. So I'm even using the painting, as you can see right there. If it'll fit on the books, I can use it. So I've used the buttons, signs, picture frames, paintings. I think I've used trapdoors. So these are just the solid colors. The rest of them are gonna be texture. I don't want to put the solid colors beside each other. I also have not put the same colors beside each other. These column blocks right there are some of my favorites to use as books. I think they really look like books when you back up and look from a distance. I am loving these bookshelves. Some more column blocks. So I've got to go through and get quite a bit of blocks each time. Each new book I make. Some of these I'll just do the solid book, but I'll usually use a textured block for that. And we're going to go back through after we finish a few books and then put the outside decorations on them. So I have been avoiding using any type of wood blocks for the books. I'm just trying to stick with color and texture. So you kind of got to get creative in all these different colors and combinations and what might look like a book. So I'm just going to add some of the fun stuff to the outside. So I have to block those in to make the painting a certain size. That's why you'll see me do that. This is looking really nice. Just trying to make them all really different. See what looks good. All right, we're gonna start on the second shelf of our bookcase here in the office. Just again, making each one very unique and different from the one beside it. And I'm trying not to do too many books the same size in a row, so that again they look very different. There's some type of separation. golden book. So I'm just getting some of these unique blocks that I hardly get to use and tying those in with the books. I mean, there's so many different types of covers of books. I kind of feel like you can't go wrong here. It's making each one different. Even using this ice block. Deep red. So this just makes it a lot of fun, getting to use all these new blocks. I mean, where else would you have a reason to mix all these? So if you like to build, I would definitely encourage you to try a bigger bookshelf. The second shelf is coming along nicely. I kind of want to have a gap. You know, it's like the bottom shelf will be completely full. This shelf will have just this little gap. Maybe we'll have a bigger gap or two gaps on the next one, and so on. Just like you would on your shelf at home. So we added a little candle there. That candle is adorable. It brings warmth to our office. I love decorating these books. I'm going to go ahead and pull this top shelf up 2 blocks. So far we've done each shelf 5 spaces, and this top one is only 3. And we have enough space with our ceiling, so I'm going to go ahead and make all the shelves an equal distance apart. We could be thinking about another bookshelf. Maybe just the same style but different shape of a bookshelf. Above the chair over there, like we've got a bookshelf, a hanging bookshelf maybe. I really want to do crown molding all throughout the house. So I'd like to leave a little space by the ceiling. Let's see how this looks. Put this in. I like it. That looks much better. Okay, they're all even, so we can go ahead and continue to add our book. Different combinations. On the bottom shelf I was being really picky, and now I'm really throwing them together. I'm going to make that one a little shorter. I was thinking about doing a set of encyclopedias, but I don't know how to make them look like separate books. I'll be thinking of a way. This is just so relaxing. All these colors, different textures. This is looking really realistic. I would say even more so than the one next door. It's very exciting. Okay, so we're gonna maybe leave a gap here. Might be a little close to the one beneath it. I didn't think about it until I got here. Might go ahead and fill that in and leave the gap to the right. So the gaps aren't right on top of each other. This is the sponge block. It is leaking a little bit of water. And this is the beehives. You can just use any block. From far away, it looks wonderful. Use the beehive again. So I'm kind of scattering the books a little thinner throughout here. You can see I left a gap to the left. And I think I'll leave a gap in the middle and maybe on the right. We might even need to put a few books on the desk. We could maybe lay some of the books vertical. Put some vertical books on the desk. Have some laying around. The two chairs look so comfy. I just want to come in here and read. I think for the next video, we'll try another bookshelf across, or maybe we'll even start on the kitchen.